Okay gang, this time new camera, had some technical difficulties, didn't actually record the first 4 turns of the game, and this is Austerlitz, but I was able to record the last 4 turns, which is where all the drama happens. So I'm going to begin with quickly bringing everyone up to speed on what's happened in the morning. Now the fog has cleared and things are going to get serious. I wanted to spend some time focusing on the advantages of playing double blind solo. But I get so into the game, and sometimes having me just ramble sometimes. Okay, it's really boring to just listen to me ramble. So watch the game unfold and look at the power of the narrative that arises with a 2-hand solo play in pub battles. So without further ado, let us begin with turn 5 of Austerlitz. On the French right, Murat and the advance guard hit hard and drove Sue's right flank back, but Davout arrived in time to stabilize the flank, and now it's the advance guard that's getting pushed back. In the center we have Sue himself, which is why he's not pushing down here, because he's up here commanding Saint-Hilaire and Van Damme's divisions. His orders were to take the Pratzen, which he's done, but Doktorov was waiting for him, and he intends to tear him up with his artillery. Up here in the north on the coalition right, Lannes Corps was contacted and given a lot of trouble with from Colraye's 4th Corps. But Murat, with all his cavalry, charged and broke them up, and now it looks like the whole right flank of the coalition army is going to have to fall back. This is the Russian guard, and that's the French guard. Now we're going to run through with the chit draw, and I'll be pausing to do the artillery bombardment because that's going to be really critical this time. But until then, we'll get everyone moving. Doktorov's corps fires. Bernadotte's artillery fires. Murat's cavalry uses the charge rule and charges Colraye's 4th Corps retreating. 4th Corps artillery is overrun, and coalition detachment of Russians are overrun. Trebuchev's 3rd Corps artillery strafes the attacking 4th Corps. Over on the coalition left, Bagratio falls back. Here in the center, Sue attempts to clear the Pratzen. And here, a drive from the flank by Trebuchev might just save the hill. Success. Sue's troops fall back. And over here, the Russian Guard cavalry outflanks Murat's chasseurs à cheval. But the French cavalry get away. And now it's late afternoon, and in the late afternoon, the chit draw is going to become paramount. And this is the point where I'm going to start rolling to alter turn order, because the French know that these are the Austrian bags. And this unit of French chasseurs à cheval can use the charge rule and attack the bags in the chit draw. So if they get the chit draw ahead of the coalition 4th Corps or Constantin's Russian guards, they can sweep the bags and the game is over. The trick here is that the coalition needs to roll a 1 or a 2 to alter the turn order, whereas Murat needs a 4. Alright, Murat's cavalry has been drawn first. First 4th Corps will draw again and see if they can get away, or get a move on. Yes. Colraye jumps ahead, but let us see if Murat can jump ahead of Colraye. Yes, he can. Can the guard jump ahead? No. So Murat personally leads the attack, and they run down the bags. This is elite cavalry. It has the charge rule, so its attack is resolved right now. There's no actual resolution of an attack. It's simply an attack has been made on the bags. So the bags are destroyed, and the coalition collapses. Pretty dramatic. Now, playing two-fisted solo, I was very careful to only allow both sides to do what their historical commanders would have been able to do, what they would have known. The bags were exposed earlier, but the French would not have known that those were the bags. Or they weren't exposed, but the French player couldn't have seen them. They couldn't have identified what that block was. However, the block was contacted last turn, and because of the chit draw order, was able to move away, but now they know what that is. The battle on the Pratzen was interesting because that could have been this, starting out with 4 blocks. 2 of them were elite, so Sue's attack could have been devastating and split the coalition in 2. But this time Doktorov and the other 2 corps, which were basically infantry and artillery, were able to hold and simply mow down Sue's attacking Frenchmen with the artillery. So although they basically won this battle here, the Polish army has collapsed on the right, and everyone's running off. Everyone's saying it's over, it's lost, we're gone. Over here on the French right, with Davout's smaller corps, he's going to win any battle charge he gets into, in all likelihood. But the advance guard under Bagration is just a little too numerous. They have 5 blocks versus his 3. So depending on the chit draw, however he attacks, if he gets the chit draw he wants, then Bagration can just fall back. He has to go through 1 round of combat. If he lives, he can fall back. If the chit draw isn't favorable, then any attack that Davout makes is going to get flanked by these Russians. Or if he attacks here, they'll be flanked by these Austrians. So the way the chit draw falls out basically says whether or not he's able to outmaneuver and gain an advantage on Bagration here. Good game.